This podcast is brought to you by sleepyj.com/beats. If you need a beat for your next album, mixtape, or demo project, check out sleepyj.com/beats. That's sleepej.com/beats. Warning, this podcast may offend some people unintentionally. So if you get offended easily, you are advised to turn off now. And if you're still here listening, thanks and enjoy the show. What's up with it, world? It's your boy Sleepy J. You tuned in to Sleep Talkin Podcast. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for checking me out. I appreciate all my day ones since you guys have been helping me grow, listening to me on a regular basis, and I appreciate it. I enjoy checking out my analytics every week just to see how many people are listening to it, watching it grow. As of right now, As of right now, I am growing where podcasts can be finding me. So we're on Anchor FM. We're on Apple iTunes. We are on Overcast Reality Radio. I think podcasts, what was it? Pocket Cast, that's what it is. And if there's anything else, my bad for forgetting it. But I appreciate every one of you guys for checking me out and listening to me every week talk about music and everything else that's going on in entertainment. Today I am under the gun. I am going to try and keep this at around about 30 minutes or less. So please bear with me. I hope you guys still enjoy it, even though it's going to be a little bit rushed. If you didn't get a chance, check out my last upload. It was on an interview with my homie Frost Money. He's a up and coming artist out of St. Louis. If you guys don't know and you're not from the St. Louis area, very talented man. I had a great time interviewing him. It was a good time. We laughed, we joked, we talked about things that were hot topics in the news and things like that. Keeping that going, I'm still going to talk about these hot topics that are going on right now. Before I forget, we're also on YouTube. If you listen to us on YouTube, please subscribe, like, comment, and on there too. That helps out with the ratings. If you're listening to us on any other platforms, please rate us, like us, comment, subscribe, and all that, so that way you can continuously get all the latest episodes and things that were going on with us. With all the fun stuff out of the way, let's get right into this. So last time I talked about this Drake and Pusha T battle. I was enjoying it. This last part of it, I was really into. I thought it was about to go down. So if you didn't know, if you're not really following the hip hop like I do, Pusha T came out with an album called Daytona. It was a cool little album. I'm not going to review that right now. But the Pusha T album came out. He did a song called Infrared. He took a couple light shots at Drake. Drake responded with the song called Duppy, which was all right. It wasn't anything too special other than it was like a whole song dedicated to talking about Pusha and Kanye, basically. And then Pusha T responded with the story of Adidon, which he just kind of relentlessly came at Drake because Drake mentioned, and he didn't really say anything about Pusha's fiance. He just kind of mentioned his wife. And so Pusha took that as it's okay for him to go at everybody. So if you didn't listen to Pusha T's response story of Adidon, I suggest go listening to all the songs to get full context and hear how it went. But essentially, Pusha came out swinging. He came out talking about Drake's parents, saying how no one loves his mom. That's why she never got married or remarried. Talking about how Drake's dad left her and you still big up him. And then he led into like how Drake has a secret child that set everybody all up in arms. Like they couldn't believe Drake has a child with the stripper that he never talks about. Talks about how he's supposed to do a rollout with Adidas line and all this and that. And then he ended it on some how Drake's best friend 40 was sick and dying, and a lot of people found that all offensive. I personally think it was all very offensive. It was entertaining. I was like, oh, and then to top it off, for the thumbnail for the video, he used a picture of Drake in blackface. I'm sure you've heard about this if you've been on the internet following hip hop and music. It's been a big deal. But that's where we were with it. We gave it, this has been a week, and as of right now at like 3 o'clock, I still haven't heard any response from Drake, so I'm pretty sure it's over. I kind of wanted to wait. That's why this is the last minute. I was waiting to see if Drake was really going to let it go by. Drake didn't respond. I've seen a couple interviews. Jay Prince, the owner, CEO of Rap A Lot Records, came out, said, I told Drake, leave it alone. It's done. Now, typically when when Jay Prince tells people to leave something alone or to stop, you listen. Now, there's a lot of rumors and speculations about what he's done, who he is. He's a well-respected man, but he's also, for some reason, well-feared. I don't know personally any of his stories or anything like that, but that's just what it is. So, and he's good friends with Drake, and his reasoning is because of the disrespect from Pusha, that he didn't want it to go to a Biggie and Pac level. Now, I don't think it was going to go that way, but for all I know, Drake called Pusha called Jay Prince, and he was like, yo, I want to do this to him, like let's slap him up or whatever. And that's when Jay Prince like, no, we've gone too far, we need to leave it alone. Also, the other thing about the rumor was that Drake was offering like $100,000 to anybody that could give information about Pusha T. So whether or not there's any truth to that, I don't know. But that's not really important, because again, the beef is supposedly dead as of right now. So it was entertaining while it lasted. I loved all the memes of Drake and his baby and everything. The internet has only lost once, even though they say it's undefeated. They did lose to Tom Brady a couple years ago when they counted him out and he came back for a comeback. Everyone seems to forget that. But the internet has a great record outside of that one loss. Anyways, moving on. I got a chance to listen to Pusha T's album, Daytona. Sonically, it sounds good. I personally only like 2 or 3 songs, which is about half of it. It's only 7 tracks on the album. Never really been the biggest Clips fan, or so like me not really being a big Pusha T fan doesn't surprise me personally. But if you're looking for bars and rapping and like real old school, like I won't call it trap music because his style predates trap music, but if you're looking for good old dope boy music, reminiscent to the 90s with some good samples and things like that, definitely check out Daytona. Kanye West dropped an album called Ye. I didn't want to listen to it, guys. I really didn't want to listen to it because, one, I'm not really a huge Kanye fan before everything he said in the TMZ interview recently, or tweets and things like that. I just never, I liked his first album, and I never really came back to listen to, I listened to him, like the singles he has I like and whatever, but I just was never like a Kanye stan. But because of everything as of late, I was interested to see what he did with the album. So I checked it out once. Obviously, it sounds good sonically. I want to say again, I think half of it was really good. It sounds good. He kind of talks about like his battles with his mental problems of bipolar and things like that. So you get an intimate look to Kanye if you're interested. I think it's honestly probably my favorite Kanye project since his first one. Again, I've listened to all of his, albums with the exception of Life of Pablo, because I just didn't like most of them, or at least his last two projects. I don't know, it was Life of Pablo and whatever the last one was. I didn't really care for him at all. But his first two I definitely liked. And this one is reminiscent to me of College Dropout or Late Registration. So if you're looking for the old Kanye and you don't care what he's saying on his political views and things like that, definitely check out the Kanye project. I have more music I'm going to talk to, but I just kind of have a list of things that went on. So I'm going to move on from that, and then I'll get back to music again in a second. NBA Finals are going on. Golden State Warriors are up 2 as of right now. If LeBron's going to make this interesting, he needs to come out. I think they got a game tonight, so he needs to come out, start winning if he's going to make this interesting for the fans. But moving on up, we have Madden 19. If you guys don't know, Madden is a video game. Been a big selling EA video game for as long as I can remember, since the 80s as far as I know. Terrell Owens was kind of trolling the sports world and the internet with him getting back into shape to play, and then come to find out he's going to be in the new Madden 19, which is interesting. Me as a football fan, me as a Madden player, it's interesting to see it. I don't know that I care because I don't really play the MUT or Ultimate League, whatever it is that they do. It's not really what I do. But moving on, as of right now, I'm kind of listening to a lot of different music, just, whatever I can find, but also as I watch these interviews of new artists and things like that. There's this Kyle guy, Kyle the Super Duper Kyle, I think is what he goes by. He's kind of bubblegum, but he's got this song with Kalani. I think it's dope. I don't know why, it's real catchy. And right now I'm on a Kalani kick, so pretty much any song that Kalani's on, she's got the song with Cardi B, it's dope to me. Pretty much any song that she's doing with the rapper and singing, I'm really feeling. So if you want to check that out, I definitely suggest checking that out. Cardi B did a song with Jennifer Lopez called Dinero. It's dope. It's one of my favorite songs out right now. A lot of people are feeling this I Like It Like That track that Cardi B did on her album. It's not one of my favorites. I think it's because, I don't know, I'm personally just not a big fan of it. I like it, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. Let me see if there's any other singles out here that I'm thinking about. As of right now, I think those are my two big singles that I'm thinking that I really like right now. Yeah. So I'll leave you with those songs to look up and think about yourself. If you want to get back to me, let me know what you guys think about them. They're real poppy, so if you're not really looking for pop trendy type songs, I wouldn't listen to them. But for me, it was interesting. I liked them. Moving on. Last week, Kim went and talked to Trump about prison reform, which I don't know why. I don't imagine Kim knows anybody that's in prison. But she talked about prison reform to President Trump. D.L. Hughley tweeted out, "Who screwed more black men than Kim in the White House?" Which I just found it was kind of funny. It's kind of last week there was no chill on the internet basically, and I just found it extremely interesting, funny. I kind of got my kicks out of it last week. Roseanne was canceled over her being stupid, and I only have this on my list. Sorry about that. I only have that on my list because I think she could have avoided everything that she's going through right now had she just said look guys, I'm an older lady. I don't really tweet myself. I pay somebody to do it. Threw somebody fictional onto the bus for tweeting it, saying I'm sorry. I paid them for it. They thought, sorry. She just said, hey, I'm a 60-something-year-old lady. I don't really tweet myself. I let other people tweet for me. They know how I am. I like to push the line. I'm kind of crazy. And they thought what they said was funny. I would have okayed it, so they did it. And then now here we are. So I fired them. We're correcting the issue. My bad. Sorry. I think had she done that, she could have spun her way out of losing her show and ruin it for everybody else. But since they are canceling the show, or they did cancel the show, they're talking about picking the show back up as a spinoff, but with the spinoff of either Dan and Jackie being the forefront, maybe calling it the Connors. And if they do that, I'm okay with it. I personally like the show Roseanne, even the reboot. I was watching it. But I think if they do the reboot with the Connors is the forefront, as long as they don't make Jackie and Dan become love interests of each other, which a lot of shows tend to do that when they kill off like the wife or the wife isn't there no more. As long as they don't do that, I think they'll be all right. Since the new series was kind of more about Darlene and her kids moving back to Lamford, I think they could pick it up with the Darlene spinoff, which is rumored to be that's what they're working on right now. When all that stuff happened, like I felt bad for Sarah Gilbert. She's the lady that plays Darlene, because she's the one that forefronted getting the show back together, getting it ready for everybody. So I kind of felt bad for her, because I know it's just a tough thing. She's got her daytime show that she does, but it's not the same as the sitcom show, and it's where she started out. So, but sorry again, my throat's been I don't know. I just woke up not too long ago. I work on late nights, and so sorry if my voice is kind of scratchy or cloggy sounding or anything like that. But I was under the gun. I wanted to get this done for you guys before I had to get out of here. Also, I didn't put up a new beat on this week's episode for two reasons. One, I think I want to work on a specific intro for this show, but also I just didn't have time to cut a new one to put on here to advertise. So if you're still looking for beats, you still want to check out my beat store, I would appreciate you guys checking out, buying something. It's called sleepyj.com/beats. That's sleepej.com/beats. If you're looking for a beat for your mixtape, album, EP, demo project, whatever it is, please go ahead and check out my website and get a beat for that. Yeah. I am, let's see, anything else that I wanted to plug before I get out of here? So, yeah, I got my website going. I'm working on some other things. I got new beats that I got to upload. I'll probably upload those this week. So if you're looking for new beats, probably wait till Friday or Saturday. I'll have new beats up there for you guys, because I got to mix them and arrange them. I'm really enjoying this, guys. So please, like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of it wherever you're getting your podcast from. Please tell somebody to check it out. I am enjoying, like I said, reading my analytics, seeing what people are doing. Please leave those comments. Again, if you're listening to me on Facebook, like, comment, share there. Check out my Facebook page for the Sleep Talking podcast. Leave a comment on there, like it on there. I am working on, let's see, there's a lot of little things that I'm still working on. It's hard for me to list it off in a spitfire type of way, but I just kind of wanted to just let you guys know, like, next time I'll get more into depth about things that I'm working on. If there's anybody else in the St. Louis area that you would like me to interview, like I said, I had a great time interviewing Frost Money last time. I'll probably do another 2 or 3 episodes before I get another person in here, but definitely having fun with this. Hopefully next week I'll do some more stuff, hopefully some some exciting things happen before I record the next episode. If not, I will find something to talk to you guys about, as I normally do. Let's see here. I think that's going to conclude my episode today. So if you want to follow me, get a hold of me. I'm most active right now on Twitter and Instagram. Those are my two favorite platforms to really get into everything. So follow me on Instagram at SleepyJ. That's SleepEJ. Or on Twitter at sleep_E_J. It is, again, those are the two best ways to contact me. If you don't know me personally or can't text me or call me, hit me up on my Twitter and Instagram. And with all that, I'm out here. I salute you guys, sending you peace, love, positivity, positive light vibes, all that good stuff, and take it easy.